Here's pretty much everything that comes inside the package. Here you have your softbox, your backdrop, the white backdrop. Here is the little nylon bag that the softbox originally came in. Has a little Velcro on the outside here, so you can reuse that. You got your diffuser. You have your carrying bag, which is pretty nice. And then you have your 58 watt 5500K LED light bulb. It's pretty big. It's very light. So here is the softbox, and you just kind of like open this up a little bit, and then there's this ring in the middle. Just kind of push that down over the little lamp input, and it locks itself in place. As you can see, it's got the nice reflective material all around. And you take your LED, screw that in there. You can use this with the diffuser or without the diffuser. So I'll just plug this in so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like without the diffuser on it. And that's what you're looking at without the diffuser. So now I'll put the diffuser on. Makes it a lot softer. You can put another LED bulb in here if you wish. This one kind of gives you a nice daylight light. So there's the diffuser on it. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on again for you. As you can see, it's a lot softer. And then just make sure when you're putting the diffuser on, it goes over the soft box, and then it's got some Velcro along the sides and the back here. So that gives you a nice soft light. One of the things that I like to do when I'm making a product video, I like to have the softbox facing down towards the product, and then present the product with the light facing me, because then that gives a nice daytime view of whatever I'm going to show to everybody. And as you can see, I have the softbox angled down directly at the product. You'd probably want one or two of these just to give you a nice even spread of light. So you'd have one on the right and one on the left. And then here I just kind of wanted to show you what it looked like with the cloth backdrop. It does reflect some of the light back onto whatever you're trying to show, such as a product or like a little figurine. And ideally you'd have this hanging overhead or on the other side facing towards you, but for the sake of this video I don't have the capability of putting it towards me, just above me like you saw before. But as you can see, it definitely puts out quite a bit of light to show whatever product you're trying to showcase. And then if you're hanging it above like I did, you can always lower it. You can higher it to make the light softer or harder. As you can see, it puts out some pretty good light just for one. And then as you can see here, it comes with a 10-foot 9-inch long stand for your softbox. Just pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and mount that on there now so you can see how it looks. And then as you can see, the tripod does collapse pretty much almost all the way down to the floor, and this is what it looks like collapsed as much as it can. So as you can see, here is the softbox on the tripod. It holds it really well. It is adjustable up to 210 degrees forward. It can aim straight up and then back down the other way. And as you can see, it casts a fairly good amount of light onto the wall here. It's not blinding, but it does definitely give you a nice glow, like a daylight glow. Like I said, it's not overpowering, so you can still talk while this is, facing directly on you. Another cool effect that I kind of like to do is take the softbox and put it directly behind you, facing the wall, and it kind of gives you this glow. You can't actually see the softbox, but you definitely see the glow behind me. Now, this works well when you have some light facing down on you, and you have the softbox behind you, because as you can see, it's a little dark right now. So this is with my lights off and just the softbox behind me. And I'll turn the lights on now so you can see what it looks like with the lights on. So right now I have my two lights on, and I have the softbox behind me. And as you can see, there is a slight glow behind me on the wall. Like I said before, this works better if you have the capability of dimming your lights, or if you had other lights to light up, the front of you, and then you can still see the glow behind you. But this is what it looks like with the lights on. I think it's a pretty cool effect, and this is something else you can use the softbox for. So this is a pretty nice softbox. I really like the fact that the LED does not create a lot of heat, so this can be pointed at you for quite some time, not to mention some sort of object. That's pretty nice. It puts out a good amount of daylight. It would be better if you had two of them, but for me, this is pretty much all I need, because like I said, I hang it overhead, and it gives me just enough light to showcase what I'm showing off. And if this LED light isn't bright enough for you, or it's not, the right temperature, you can always get another bulb easily. It has a standard socket. You can just plug in another bulb. They're very inexpensive, and that will give you the light or temperature that you're looking for. So at least you have the main setup. It's not that expensive. They have a 2-year warranty, so if anything goes wrong, they'll take care of that for you. It's got an on-off switch, or you can get, like me, you can get a remote-controlled plug in case you have to, hang this up somewhere high. You can turn it on with a remote control, which is pretty nice. The only thing that I kind of wish that it had that pivot in its horizontal, like it is right now. You can only move it up and down on the tripod. It won't pivot up and down. Whereas if you have it in the vertical orientation, it'll pivot 210 degrees all around. So that's the only thing I kind of wish it had, is if it pivoted in the horizontal landscape. But that's a small gripe. It's really not anything huge. But for what you get and for what the price is, it's pretty nice. So I hope this answered any questions you might have had about the product, and I hope you have a great day.